G'day guys, welcome back to the Backyard Workshop DIY. It's time for another tool in focus. Today we're going to be looking at the Milescraft Euro Hinge Jig. Before we get stuck in, shout out to the legends over at TimberCon for hooking me up with this. I've never used one of these jigs before. As you can see, it's still in the packet, so let's get it out and have a look. Straight out of the box, like all our other Milescraft gear, good set of instructions, then the jig itself. And this one also comes with a Forstner bit to be used within the jig. So essentially my understanding of how this all comes together, our Forstner bit sits inside this fella here, depth collar's on there, that locks in. We use these as locating points with clamp points to hold it down, and then get stuck into it. Okay, to begin with, we have these two little knobs which allow me to set my distance off the edge of my piece of timber. They've got the most common measurements on there in 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 mil. And what that does is puts this little locator here so I can bring that in, and that gives me an even distance off my edge of timber. What I've also then got is I've got these markers here, which conveniently, lots of onboard storage with this, which we'll get into. This pin then comes out, put that in that spot, and then I can not only locate front to back, I can locate left to right to make sure I end up same distance top and bottom, which is super handy. Under here I'll also find a little Allen key, or Allen wrench for those over in other parts of the world, to do this depth collar up on my drill bit. Pop that through there, pop this depth collar on. Now once we get to this point, our two edge guides hard up against that there, it is as simple as, because that depth collar, make sure we don't go too deep. And there is our perfect hole ready to go. And as you can see, now that's in there, simple as drop that in place, screw it in, and off we go. Now, if you want, the Euro Hinge Jig also does have some pilot spots for common spaces where you would have these fixing holes. So there we have it, guys. Another super useful jig from Milescraft. The Euro Hinge Jig is going to make doing lots of repeated Euro hinge cuts a whole lot easier and a lot more accurate, and make sure we can be consistent along the project. Like all of Milescraft's other stuff, really sturdily built and heaps of on-board storage. So from my point of view, I'm a fan. I've got a couple of jobs coming up that I'm going to try and use this on and really get stuck into it, but I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and have a good one, guys.